action-oriented youth of Liberia, and Othello Kelly. And we're taking a very short break right here. When we come back, we'll be joining our studio guests to go strictly in our discussion. So stay tuned, don't go anywhere.
Mhm.
And so, welcome back to the program. Let me welcome my colleague Sylvester. Sylvester, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Jerry. Let me say good morning to our listeners across Liberia and to those who follow us in diaspora. Yeah, it's actually good to have for us young guards who will be telling us exactly what ideas they have in making sure that youth can be sustained in Liberia, and of course, what are those strategies they have in contributing to the development of our own nation. So it's absolutely a great and wonderful thing to have them here. Yeah, Jerry. Thank you.
Okay, it's good to have you, Sylvester, to play on the program. And let's now welcome our studio guest. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. Okay. Just I've already quoted your names, but you just better tell us yourself and then your position, and then go straight into our discussion. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for having me all on your platform this morning. I'm Otero Kere, Program Coordinator, Action Youth of Liberia, Action Orator Youth of Liberia Incorporated.
Okay, I'm Naomi Chiwede, Assistant Director of Strategic Partnership at Action Oriented Youth of Liberia.
Okay, it's good. It's good to have you. And so, let's begin with the program director quickly. Uh, just let's know firstly what is Action Oriented Youth of Liberia, what is the objective of the organization, and what work are you doing?
Thank you for that salient question. Uh, the name Action Oriented Youth of Liberia was given birth to sometime back in July of 2017 through the instrumentality of our able CEO Miss Hunt Salitier, who is currently in Atlanta, Georgia, US. After careful observation in the dimension of youth in Liberia, through her passion to make that impactful difference, she gathered this vision to see to it that we empowered and inspired youth of Liberia through sponsorship and scholarship program, which has been working very effectively.
Is that young person we're talking about?
Yeah,
Okay, that's good. And then so how long you been working? How long you been working with the organization? Talking about when it was established. How long you been existing?
like I said precisely, Action Oriented Youth of Liberia INC was established July 12th, 2017. So it's like a year, 2 year old plus organization. Yeah,
So you have now grown. Thank you.
yeah, we are growing seriously.
Okay, that's good. And then what have been some of your activities since 2017? So what are some of the work? What are some of the because you're the program director, some of the things you're doing in your community, making sure that making impact in the lives of other young people.
All right, thank you. Since the formation of Action Oriented Youth of Liberia, a non-profit organization, we have embarked on numerous of activities, very impactful activities, ranging from the provision of scholarship. We have an academic scholarship program running in schools, various schools around the country. And our scholarship program is indeed a program with a difference. We go beyond just paying tuition fees. Our beneficiaries or our scholars have the opportunity to have career orientation, to have counseling and to also have tutoring in some subjects that they have deficiency in. Not just that, our academic program also go beyond that. We provide dynamic youth camp. We provide dynamic youth camp to 9 and 12 year at the end of every December, precisely to youth between the ages of 13 and 21. During this summer camp, our youth are able to engage each other positively, to be orientated through program and media, communication, graphic design, and so forth. Because we thought it was that indeed education should not be restricted just to the classroom. So we carry them to this camp and have them orientated in the building process of our country.
Okay, that's good. Let's go to the field now. Is that what's your position again?
Assistant Director of Strategic Partnership.
Okay, strategic partnership. So tell us what about your side of impression. You've been working with organization 2017.
No,
Okay, so when did you join?
2020.
2020. That's good. So what motivates you and what really motivated you to join the organization?
Okay, that's a great question. Thank you so much. Like, I was told about Action Oriented Youth of Liberia by a colleague of mine. And then when I got to know the aim of Action Oriented Youth of Liberia, because it's about Liberian youth who are ready to accept the prize, willing to overcome challenges, and prepare to ensure for a greater future. And this inspired me a lot to get a part of a team of innovative and creative leader rather who are ready and prepared to make Liberia the Liberia we all want. And then another thing that inspired me greatly is the mission. Mm. At Action Oriented Youth of Liberia, our mission is to empower, inspire, educate, and challenge youth in undeserved communities. Yeah. So like when I heard about all this, and I know very well that my first and foremost priority in life is to serve others than to be served. I truly believe that this is the best place I belong, and I decided to apply. Which I was accepted and went through the interview process that have become part of Action Oriented Youth of Liberia.
That's great. And so since you've been there, how was it been? How have you seen have you achieving that goal that motivated you to join?
Yes, for sure.
Okay, that's good. And then you are heading the partnership area. These things are very cost intensive, for what the program director explained. So, what are some efforts have you been making, in terms of partnership, improving organization?
Okay, that's a great question. Thank you. I joined Action Oriented Youth of Liberia like 2 or 3 months ago, and like I say, I'm the assistant director. Okay, like my boss and I decided to partner, but due to the worldwide pandemic we are faced with now, we are finding it kind of difficult to partner because like when we reach out to people, we got a lot of excuses, which indeed we are reason with. But since I've been there, we have been working so far, and we are looking forward to doing better things in the future.
Okay, that's good. And let me go back to Sylvester Garnett.
Yes, maybe they could tell us and also the public as to is there any qualification set for young folks to get a scholarship? What are those qualifications, for example, the 12 graders?
What are
And
the
how can they
criteria?
really, what are those systems that people use to get them?
All right, thank you for that brilliant question. Our scholarship system, we select our scholar based on their academic performances. We go to various schools and we do a background check with regards to low income families. Those children coming from low income families, because our target is maximizing the potential of underserved community and bringing the best out of those low income family children. So we go there and then we do our background check, and then if you are qualified, we put you on our program and you are monitored on a daily basis to make sure you maintain your average to be on the program.
And so about how many schools people are dealing with about and how many students people put on scholarship?
As it stands for now, as of 2016 to 2017, we have approximately have like in our academic program, because we run the vocational training program and data academic. So precisely to our academic program, we have students benefiting to be around a total of 25%
Okay.
benefiting precisely from elementary, from kindergarten up to the 12th grade level. So it's for the academic program. But for our vocational training program, because we partner with locals and car mechanics to see how best we can have some youth on 2 year apprenticeship program. When they have accepted through our partnership, and on that side we have more than 10% that have benefited from action oriented of Liberia program.
Okay, so like the lady can tell us what are those specific schools that you've been dealing with here?
Like we are dealing with both public and private institutions.
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for you said that you people have given scholarship of 200 students, right? So, from which schools you people give those scholarships?
I think he would be the best person to answer that.
Okay, so maybe you could tell us quickly and the duration of the scholarship. Is it 1 year scholarship or what's the duration exactly?
All right, thank you. The scholarship is like it is an academic scholarship, and the
Mm-hmm.
academic school years run for 10 months, so it's renewable based on your qualification, based on realizing as and realizing the material set forth to maintain you on a scholarship. We have worked with the survival children in junior high school located somewhere around the Ralph Highway.
Okay.
We were in the school, we provided scholarship there. And we also work with the Jajet Orphanage Home somewhere around the RIA Highway too. We have provided scholarship to these institutions.
Okay. Good.
Okay, and so where exactly are you working or in the or
Thank you. We are working across Liberia, but as it stands for now, like we are an voluntary organization, and we are non-profit. We don't have
meaning you having students across the country?
not really. Right
Mm.
now, our target is in Monserrato.
Okay.
We believe to start with Monserrato before expanding to rural parts of Liberia.
Okay. Now you have said so many good things about the organization and what you do. Let's look at what motivated the idea about the organization. What gap did you see in Liberia? What gap did you see among young people in this country that you think it was prudent that you bring out such organization to help?
All right, thank you for that question. But we through the innovation and the instrumentality of our CEO, Miss Tia Wonsadi, who is not currently here, but after careful observation and after doing her empirical research with regards to the amount of youth that are withering in the valley of despair and uncertainty in our country. And she thought it wise that indeed their hopes isn't lost yet. She thought it wise to see how best to get them on board in order to maximize their potential to contribute to the building process of our country. That's what motivated her.
Yeah. So, when you earlier spoke about those students that many you guys deal with, those students from the low income families, right? So sometimes it's a process in getting the real students who need aid from humanitarian organization, institution like yours. So what are those criteria that you really set in order to making sure to identify, those right students that actually need scholarships?
Thank you very much. First and foremost, we as a program coordinator, in my own capacity, I will have to identify the institution, and I will have to visit the VPI, the VPSA, and see to it to give me the listing of those students that are from low income family. That's the first step. And afterward, I have to do in conjunction with my colleagues, we have to do what we call a feasibility background check. That is, we have to locate the beneficiary to be homes, and go and do background check as to the the household they are coming from, as to which work their parents are doing, as to their means of survival, and then we can start our judgment from that point.
Yeah, so maybe do you sometimes maybe start the investigation, to making sure to identify the right students for the community? Because sometimes what we observe is that those students that actually need that desperate for opportunity, that scholarship, those are students that really, sometimes you see on the street or in the street selling, and sometimes they don't even have anyone to have them connected with institution like yours to maybe get back to school. And you are saying you usually get in contact with schools administrators, like the principals, and to get the students. So don't you see maybe sometimes necessary to go in the communities, making sure see those students or youth that on the streets that have the passion to getting education. So do you sometimes go in the communities and see the less fortunate ones?
Yes, thank you. Like I said, going to the school was just a startup, or it is just a starting point.
Mm.
We That's why we have to involve ourselves to the work, to go at the house, to their various homes, to see as to the
Mhm.
the reliability of affording such student a scholarship.
Okay.
At times we see those street children who are selling, at times who are brought from up interior, and then they are not in school, they are selling. So we identify them as well, and we prioritize them as well. These are some of our basic targets.
Okay, so maybe we will customer calling. The issue of sustainability is actually matters a lot. That is maybe if the scholarship is the duration is about 1 year, and after that year, who could be responsible to take that student through? So, I mean, when it comes to sustainability, how do you do that?
Sustainability with regards to having the student in a school, right?
The
The
continuation of the
continuation
students.
of the program. Like I said from the onset, the continuation of the scholarship program is 30 months based on your achievement,
Okay.
based on working in line with set criteria from the organization.
Mhm.
If you go through our ethics and maintains our averages, you are liable to still be on the scholarship.
Okay.
All right. So let me go to the female. You, I mean, are you working with female students also, or
No.
then you encourage female, to form part of this?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, that's great. Okay, I know people want to record it now, but still got some time. Like my colleague was saying now, people you see like many young people come of organization like this, and then you see they don't really stay long. Sometimes surviving becomes problem. And so, are you willing to partner with other organizations, to keep your organization going, or what is your what can you assure your employees that this will continue?
Yes, we are actually waiting to partner with organizations or entities to keep the organization going, because our dream is actually to bring our vision to reality or be fulfilled. So it is not just a thing that we want to start. So like everything that has been a hold on, it's just the worldwide pandemic we are faced with, but we can assure the audience that upon this thing being minimized or eradicated, we're going to work in line with other bigger entities that will even make our dream looks larger than it is now.
All right, so we are in the COVID-19 pandemic now. As a youth organization, what have been some of your efforts, in the fight against the COVID-19 out of Liberia? What are some of the things, you've been involved in?
I,
Because we see a lot of youth organizations, all putting hands together. Are you also part of it?
yeah, we did. We are currently listed at top five charities organization to receive donation during the COVID-19, and we launched our Just
You said to
Rise.
receive donation.
Yeah, during this COVID-19 pandemic. And we launched our Just Rise and awareness campaign some by the last month, where we were able to to help undeserved community and people in need. In Johnsonville, like some part of GIC rule, we were able to donate rice, and not just rice, we were able to carry healthcare awareness, like making our people aware about the danger of coronavirus, and then providing some necessities that they were going to use in order to prevent themselves from getting affected with the virus.
Okay, on the out.
Yeah, let me just add on to what Makori just said with regards to what we are doing against the fight of COVID-19. We thought it as an entity when the process first started, when the pandemic first started, we thought of targeting 10 household among ourselves. We thought of just raising fund among ourselves and just targeting 10 whole, or let's say 10 household. But as God could have it, and let's say fortunately for us, we raised up to $1,000, which we
USD.
yeah USD, which we were able, instead of just limiting our targeted household to 10, we surpassed that stage and we were able to reached to about 65 households in Kingsville, number 7, and that of GSA Road, Rock Hill. It was not just donation of ride, because as part of the knockdown initiative, you can't tell somebody to stay home when they don't have anything to eat. So we have to take the rice to them. We have to take the message of COVID-19 to them. We also have to distribute disinfectant to them as well. So that's where we are. And currently, the program is still going on, and we're also counting on people donation. Just rice and awareness campaign is still ongoing as the pandemic is still on as well.
Okay, so let's expand back a bit about the qualification about the scholarship. Could you be specific? What are those grades that a student or students must meet before getting on your scholarship?
Well, thank you. Action oriented is structured in a way that we don't believe in people memorizing and then making it.
Okay,
What we believe in is punctuality and being able to express yourself in whatever way you have scored such grade.
okay,
So precisely we target people with the averages between 80 to 90.
okay,
But even 80 average upward is accepted, but based on, like I said, we are not just looking at you scoring A or 100, but what you have scored, we are more interested in expressing what you have scored than memorizing it and just making a grade for the benefit of the scholarship. So at times we cross-examine our scholars.
okay. So to the lady, in this time, at this crucial time, I think is the most time that parents will actually need such opportunity to have their kids or children being in school. So in the first place, what do you think is necessary to help those students that you guys having?
At this point in time.
Yeah.
Um, like what we do, because we all know that school are closed now. So like my boss and I partner with the New Joy Education Foundation, wherein we carry out volunteering service not just limited to the organization, but to keep kids on tutoring at this time, because one of our mission is to tutor. So we have like classes every Wednesday and Monday, Wednesday rather, wherein we tutor them based on their lessons, so they can't just be sitting and forget what they were taught.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I believe that you have been coming across female students that perhaps on your scholarship. So what are those things that they've been telling you guys when it comes to inspiration and maybe when they were sitting down? What some of the things they were thinking of before going to their aid? What are some of those things when you tell you guys?
Like most of them usually say they were not in schools because of financial barriers imposed on them by poverty. So like what Makodi was saying, we went and then we like changed their stories. So they actually become overwhelming whenever they hear or see any action oriented youth members. Yeah.
Okay, so that, going to the director himself, do we have future plans for your organization? Like maybe, astonishingly, maybe comes September of this year, maybe schools should be opening. So, is there any future plans or scholarship available or being prepared for the upcoming academic year?
I can categorically say yes, because that has been our vision. So I don't think we will not fall prey to the hands of pandemic, and that's why, in fact, we have resolved as young people to lay the platform to make the difference in bringing youth on board in achieving and maximizing their potential. Indeed, we have and we will provide scholarship come September school year.
Okay, so is it the same process you would use to identify those students?
Yeah, like yes, because but let me say that big because we already have people who was benefiting from our program
Hmm.
for school year 2019 and 2020
Okay.
until the eruption of this pandemic that is ravaging our group today. So we have to continue. We have to get them recruited because it was not their fault. There's a pandemic, so it's a natural phenomenon. So let's say artificial phenomenon. So we have to get them back on board and complete that process before carrying on new recruitment.
Okay, so just because my colleague, is it only the organization identify the students, or sometimes the students themselves go to your organization and maybe appeal or do applications and then accept them, or you only identify them?
Yeah, we there are varieties of processes and procedure. We just highlight those important ones. We have our online application for volunteer, and through that online application that is spearheaded by the volunteer coordinator
Mm,
and students. Those of them that are technologically inclined, when they find
mm.
our website, they apply, and we also have to cross-examine them through the same process. At times, it's through application as well.
Maybe you could tell us exactly. I mean, what the application process, what the process, and maybe the link and so forth.
Yeah, you could just log on to www.actionorientedyourlibrary.org, and then you will see our work. You will see a lot of links that will take you to scholarship program, our activities, our mission, and our vision. So the link is just www.actionorientedyourlibrary.org. When you get there, and then there are varieties of other links that is supposed to find, and then get on scholarship program or varieties of other activities we are running currently.
Okay, that's good. A very good initiative there. And I think we've been joined by one of the college. Letitia, welcome and just introduce yourself briefly.
Thank you very much. My name is Thomas Wilbur David, and I am the Director for Development, Action Oriented Youth of Liberia.
Okay, Director for Development. That's good. I think your colleagues have shared so many things. Let me just go quickly to you as Director for Development. Um, what are some of the what are some of the upcoming plans? Upcoming developmental plans to await, in the days of COVID-19 or after the COVID-19. What do we expect?
Thank you. We as an organization, we had many other programs uh, to implement this year. Unfortunately, the COVID-19 pandemic came, and we were constrained to redirect some of our programs to focusing those that were concerned with the pandemic. And so we uh, decided, I believe my colleagues must have said, some of these things that to carry out the Just Rights and Awareness program, we have done all of that. So immediately the COVID-19 pandemic ceases, we will resume our active duties. We will get back to our normal work by serving the people that we served, the underserved communities, by our initiatives of education programs, getting to orphanage homes, getting to the underserved and underprivileged communities to continue our services.
All right, that's good. And uh, so most of these things, will come with a lot of challenges. So, what are some of the challenges you faced in carrying out some of those developmental works in the organization?
Uh, One of the major challenge we are faced with is the issue of funding. Like you all know, as a non-profit organization, we do not make profit from anywhere, and we are just playing a middleman role where those who are more privileged, give to those who are less privileged. And so we play the role of, mediating the funding and then appropriating it to the best use. So getting the funding is something that is been, have been challenging, considering that we have this kind of global situation where all of those people who really could have given grants, who have given loans, all of them are now even seeking loans. So that is the major challenge we are faced with. But away from that, we remain committed and we are very much persistent in serving the underserved communities.
Okay, partnership model out of the that, do you face any challenges, in getting partnership as well?
Yes, I do. Like now or then, when you reach out to anyone, no one is willing to invest because no one know the future outcome of this pandemic. So like we find it difficult to partner right now.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, many people these days now are afraid to, just partner or, organization, especially giving funding out. People are very, skeptical on that right now because many organizations come and go, come and go. Probably that would be some of the reasons. But what's your, what's the assurance? Anyone can respond to it.
Uh, uh, First and foremost, we want to say this crystal clear out there to who want to be our partners that the Action Oriented Youth of Liberia INC is a registered organization who have met all of the requirements set forth on the Liberian Business Act. And we also want to say that we are youth with a difference. We are organization with a difference. That's why, like I speak to you right now, everyone believe in service and self. So these are some of our assurance.
That's good.
Yes, so do you maybe been trying to work with any organizations like NGO in Liberia and you see feedback? What is the view of NGO and anecdote?
Have you made any attempt to, do that?
No.
Yeah, really, we have not actually partnered or made an attempt as well because what we
Why
do
wouldn't you do
at
that?
Yeah.
Action Oriented Youth of Liberia, we see our programs, those programs that we have to implement, we see them and try to identify which organization can fit, our objectives.
Okay.
And so, in the absence of that, if we have none, we choose to get funding from elsewhere to fund our programs.
So my colleague asked question when it comes to credibility. What do you guys see of the organization when it comes to credibility? How we can really have confidence in saying that I can invest my finance in this organization and things. How do you convince them?
Yeah, honestly, when it comes to credibility, the Action Oriented Youth of Liberia is a very credible institution, an organization that is founded and operated and headed as well by a very, strong and credible lady who is a principle-minded person. So let's see, in terms of our finances, there are bank accounts. All of our collections goes through the bank. You do not send even the organization's funding to an individual, not even the CEO of the organization. No. So for every money that goes into the accounts, we are all being alerted. Everyone knows what is within. Everyone knows what comes out. And before you spend any amount, everyone knows how it is spent. And we do video recordings, we do photos, we send everything out there to our donors.
Good. Okay. So, why do you only desire to work with students? Is there any reason for it?
Yeah, let me throw light on that. We are not working with students alone. Like I said, there are varieties of programs which is currently running under the Action Oriented Youth Liberia umbrella. We have our vocational training program for people who want to specialize in skills training. So it is not just restricted to the that are academic. So we have those that are not going to school, they can also make a difference, they can also do better. So we have vocational training program that is the carpentry shop and that are car mechanics. We have rental assistant in that direction and we are running program in that direction as well.
All right. So let's look at national youth development youth development in Liberia. How do you see the issue of youth development in Liberia? Is it improving, or from your own perspective, do you see it going nowhere?
Yeah, when it comes to the national youth platform on the stage, I can say that there are some level of improvements as time goes on. Yeah, we will not be definite to say though there are challenges, but we cannot be definite to say there are no improvements because what happens is as students, are learning, as people vocational schools are opening, even out of 10, if you can have one going there, there is an improvement because previously it would have been zero. So when it leaves from zero to one, there is an improvement. So I understand that there are many organizations that are actually focusing youth programs, and so there should be a little bit of improvement on the national level.
So program gonna add on to that.
Yeah, just to buttress Makody's, indeed, there is a improvement, and improvement is also about to be made because you understand that the youth constitute some significant portion of our current society and even the globe. And as such, those are all you see right now behind the microphone speaking. We are all youth, and you can speak right now as evident that indeed we are making sure to have our colleagues or our peers highlighted to follow our full path. That's why we are doing everything to see how best we can bring them on board in terms of transformation, in terms of maximizing what is in them.
Okay, so then talk about the future. So I believe you as an organization looking at this current situation after this coronavirus situation, I believe there will be changes in the educational sector, either positively or negatively. Of course, I believe that there will be negative aspects in after COVID-19. So, firstly, what do you foresee in the educational sector? What could be recommendations from national government and to everyone?
Yes, thank you. Like you rightly put it is setting. The probability is very high that we have a negative, situation after this pandemic. What we really perceive is that though there are online learning and teaching while students are sitting home, but a lot of the students may definitely decline because of the long time of staying away from school. So we have our programs that we have been carrying out, like the tutorial classes is free of charge. It's part of our programming. So we will actually enforce that aspect of it, and we will ensure that from the start of the recommendation, what really hard to recommend, if like I'm giving the chance now to recommend to the Minister of Education, maybe I can recommend that an hour or two be added to the extra time. If maybe like school were been dismissing 1 o'clock, at least school should dismiss like 2 o'clock or 2:30. The extra time that will be added will be used to brush out students, for time that was actually lost, so that those times will be uh, uh, replaced to
Yes,
catch up.
just to buttress the way my colleague said, my recommendation to the government is that they should like evaluate tutors or mentors after the COVID-19 and like remove unqualified ones because mm, yeah, the instructors. Yes, because our students are already going back with their mindset because of the time in between they have been sitting. So like going back and then getting what they are getting and not getting what expected of the curriculum gonna be something bad because that's one of the major problem we are facing our education sectors in Liberia. So they're gonna do this by like employee monitoring team and then make sure that every unqualified teacher should be dismissed. Yeah.
Uh, for me, I don't want to say that I see some high level of negativities because I want to commend the ministry or the government of Liberia through the Ministry of Education because since the pandemic started, there have been online program and there have been online learning to radio program. There have been varieties of other issues. School were being instructed to take home tests, couple other classes. And again, we and students were in school, they were evaluated first semester, and up to some of them were about to write fifth period tests when the pandemic struck our globe. So again, like we just said, they just gotta be so strategic to see how best to do some evaluation on the instructor and that of the student who may be attaining promotion before the school year open.
Okay, so listeners, if you just joining us, a reminder you're listening to You Boys of Fabric, MC 101.1 FM. And on today's edition of the program, we have in studio the action oriented youth of Liberia, and then we have the program director, Otello Kelly, and Naomi G. Willie, director of partnership. And then um, we have also have in studio,
Thomas Weber Davis.
okay, Thomas David. All right, so we're discussing, been talking more about the organization, the work they do, and then a couple of other issues. If you want to participate on the program, you can call on 080-776-865-974, 080-431-818. And my name is Jeremiah Sackie. I'm here with my colleague, Sylvester Chilplin. So we anticipate your calls right here as we don't have much time in our favor on the show. So while we wait for your calls, let's now go back to our studio guest to continue.
Okay, yes. Earlier on, you guys spoke about tutorial classes. I want to know exactly where and how you guys do that.
Okay, it is a kind of planned and well structured uh, tutorial. What we do, we we are selective. For an instance, we select students that are to sit maybe a national examination, and then we, like you see, a lot of us are, you know, are people from various disciplines. We have people who did chemistry major at BSc level. We have people who did agriculture, who did English, who did this, who did that, that are part of the action oriented youth of Liberia. We have other professionals as well, that are volunteering, that are youth and are willing to volunteer with the action oriented youth of Liberia. So considering your fee of specialization, you are taking, you take on a particular course in WIEC or WAS. People do physics. Okay, I can take on physics tutorial. So all of those high school students that will be sitting WAS for physics, they come to you or to a particular destination. We meet, and then you carry on a free tutorial. Give examination to them at the end of the tutorial to evaluate them whether what they were taught or was actually taken in. So like that, we feel that we are giving back to them.
To add on to what he said, also have the organization pricing tutoring classes. Like I said, we partner with other tutoring classes, like other New Job Foundation located in Cannonsville, Chicken Soup Factory. Okay, we partner there and then we meet every Monday and Wednesday. Like we have our own, we plan our own curriculum. We tutor children at the New York Education Foundation. We are primarily concerned with kids like elementary students. We tutor them, and at the end we give them exams just to keep them going instead of sitting.
Okay, so as we go further, maybe you were listening and you want to ask question on the scholarship level, or maybe you have a specific question that you wish to um, have them clarified. You can call us on 0776-865-974, or 0880-421-818. Maybe you don't know much about the scholarship they are giving, or you have a specific question to ask them. That call us, and then you will have your question asked. So let's go back to the director. So tell us about the tutorial. Do you have any tutorials?
Yeah, like my colleagues, the head of development for strategic planning, like the both of them just stated, we have these tutorial classes ongoing, and they are spearheading the aspect of that program. That's why you see they have to make much emphasis on it. So the program is ongoing, the tutorial program is ongoing. Like you said, we are youth from diverse background with diverse disciplines. So we converge to a particular location and see how best we can make our expertise, to
You use
show to
somewhere right now?
coming.
Somewhere right now?
Yeah.
Yes, some going right now.
So how do you do that, considering the COVID-19?
Okay. What we do is that we conduct normal classes following all health protocols, like keeping social distancing, but yet then still we present the lesson we had to present to our mentees, and we conduct classes on a normal basis. Like we meet at New Job Foundation, we meet every Monday and Wednesday.
Okay.
It's just like a normal classroom activity.
So how many persons did you have? Okay, I think this for I think we lost the person. How many persons you have in each class?
I have like 20.
I see.
Yeah.
Wow. You have a very big space, like you have social distancing and all of that.
I have a very big space, and besides, we don't conduct the classes as one. Yeah, at once. So like we have the very small cakes at first from 11 to 2, and we pick up from the bigger ones from like 2:30 to 4.
Mm, that's pretty.
So there's a question I want to ask. Do you wish maybe to get assistance from the government? How do you think you get that? That bring down
Do you
prices?
wish to get assistance from government ministries and agencies, like if you get schools or government institutions?
I can say yes, indeed, with a very high volume, yes, because we working in line with the in and objective of the Ministry of Youth and Sport, and we are working in the in and objective of that of the Ministry of Education. So since indeed we have like vision or mission, I think it is prudent to see how best they can empower us so that we can also empower our mentee as well.
Okay, I don't know what is happening with our line. The calls are breaking in. But we don't have much time now, like 7 more minutes. So we'll just take one more question and then go on with your parting comments. So, how long do we expect for let's say, do we do it quarterly or between?
Can you please be specific with regards to our tutoring classes or our
Yeah,
programs?
I mean the tutoring classes. Do you do it like 2 months, 2 months? How long? What's the duration?
Okay, like where we partner, we are doing it until school can resume.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Mm-hmm.
So it means that the time that the students should be sitting home,
Okay,
it is the time we are
all
utilizing
right.
to keep them up.
Okay, that's good. That's like vocational training.
Yeah.
All right. So
You gotta be kidding.
we don't have much time now, so we'll just begin with a party comment. I think our last probably calls are breaking in. So keep the party comment beginning with your program director.
Uh, Again, let me say a big thank you to Fabric family for having us on their platform this morning, and let me say hi to our listening audience out there. Also want to say that the issue that have to do with safety is a full-time job, so you got to remember to stay safe. And you can also partner with us through our web www.actionorientedyoutofliberia.org for your support and your donation as we make the youth of Liberia positively impacted. Thank you.
Maybe you can really call your number to someone like this, so someone else might directly get in contact with you as the set number. The set number.
For my contact, the orange is 0770 and for the Lone Star is 08880 So for more information about our programs, you can contact or you can call this number or we refer you to the rightful person. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, thanks to Fabric FM for such an opportunity to be here today. It is indeed a privilege for every one of us to be here to bring to the knowledge of the audience our aim and objectives at Action Oriented Youth of Liberia. We just want to urge you all out there to keep safe and follow all health protocols. And if you are out there living the regret of your past, we are here to encourage you to join Action Oriented Youth of Liberia. This is just the best and perfect place for you. You just have to come with the aspiration, and we promise to give you the necessary empowerment to make you impactful to society. And if there is anyone up there wanting to partner with us, you can contact me through the following serial numbers: 0775 41 12 30 or 0881 99 1941. We look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. So,
Okay, thank you very much. As a parting comment, I want to say thanks and appreciation to the Fabric Radio management and the host as well. We appreciate having us here. For the action oriented youth of Liberia, like we have said, we are here to serve the underserved. So once there are some challenges, once maybe you feel attracted to any of our programs, we have programs running in health empowerment, education and youth, vocational training. We suit and fit everyone, every youth, with skills, without skills, we can serve you. So we are here ready and prepared to serve. You can also come on board if you are, maybe or you with skills and you believe that you have something to give back. You can get to our website. There is a slot on the website that is indicated volunteer. So you click on it, you will see how to apply, and directly your application will go to the right authority, and you will be contacted at the appropriate time. So we'd like to say thank you for having us here.
okay. Good talking to you guys. So that's it. You just listen to the voices of the action-oriented youth of Liberia. They've been talking more about the organization, the work they've been doing, and other issues. So thanks for being there. Thanks for your listening. We apologize that our lines will give some hard time because of breaking. So join us next Saturday, same time, same station for another edition of the program. I've been here with my colleague Sylvester Tilbury. My name is Jeremiah Sackie. Have a wonderful weekend.